You represent Florida's 19th congressional district, and I want to ask you about the very narrow sliver of voters that both candidates are trying to reach tonight, those who haven't made up their minds yet. When you talk to people in Naples or Marco Island, when you're going through your district, what is it they want to hear tonight that will make them Trump voters?
What they want to hear is the contrast between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, not just on the issues of this campaign, but their successes and failures when they were at the White House. When Donald Trump was president of the United States, our economy was better, our border was secured. Foreign policy was in a much better place. We were in a peace through strength position here in the United States. Contrast that to Kamala Harris. The border is wide open, inflation has hurt families, our foreign policy is a mess. People want to hear that contrast and what are the ideas to truly make America great again. That's what needs to happen tonight. Donald Trump is going to deliver, but what we hear from the Harris campaign is that they're trying to find a way to make a moment. Making moments might be cool for virality in social media. It doesn't solve the issues that the American people are facing, and they want resolution to. Donald Trump, I think, is going to win tonight, and we're going to win in November.
So let's take one of those specific issues that you just alluded to, Congressman, inflation. And I ask you this knowing you do have a seat on the House Financial Services Committee. How is a resolution to America's inflation problems, tariffs potentially on every import that comes into this country that by and large will be paid by importers and could be passed on to the end consumer, and tax cuts that could add trillions of dollars to the deficit?
Well, let's take the tax cut policy first. Donald Trump cut taxes, Tax Cut and Jobs Act. What we actually saw is the federal government raised more revenue than at any other time in the history of our country, and they raised a larger percentage of revenue from our economy. The federal government started raising in about $5 trillion a year, something that CBO and the Democrat Party said was impossible was actually the reality. So actually lower tax rates yield more tax revenue into the federal government. Donald Trump's tax policy proves that. With tariff policy, we do believe in having fair trade across the globe. But if there are countries that are manipulating trade agreements to their benefit, the way you hold them accountable is with tariff policy to get them back to the table so we have fair and free trade across the globe. That's to the best interest of Americans. It's to the best interest of American jobs, American manufacturing, trying to bring that to the United States. If we act as if you don't have to do anything to bring these countries to the table, either to renegotiate or to enforce the trade policies that currently exist, then you're not living in economic reality. So that's where tariff policy will help the American people. And tax policy, we've already proven that under Donald Trump's tax policy, we raised more revenue in the federal government and the economy took off as a result.